the two cows explanation of political science. Anarchism. You have two cows. You sell milk until your neighbors take the cows and kill you. Egalitarianism. You have two cows. You give one to your neighbor. Socialism. You have two cows. The government takes one and gives it to your neighbor. Feudalism. You have two cows. You feed the cows. Your lord takes the milk and gives you some of it. Democracy. You have two cows. You elect someone to tell you who gets the milk. Communism. You have two cows. The government takes both and puts them in a barn with everyone else's cows. Everyone promises to take care of all the cows, and the government promises to give everyone as much milk as they need. Communist bureaucracy. You have two cows. The government takes both and puts them in a barn with everyone else's cows, where they are cared for by former chicken farmers. You take care of the chickens the government took away from them. The government would give you as much milk and eggs as the regulations say you need, if there were any. Fascism. You have two cows. The government accepts your glorious donation of both, enlists you to take care of them in the name of the leader, and sells you the milk. You join the underground to start a campaign of sabotage and kill both cows. Stalinism. You have two cows. The government takes both and shoots you. Your neighbors eat your shoes. American capitalism. You have two cows. You sell one, buy a bull, and build a herd. The guy with the most cows takes the least bull. American bureaucracy. You have two cows. The government regulates what you can feed them and when you can milk them. Then it pays you not to milk them, buys both to pay your cow tax, exports one, milks the other, pours the milk down the drain, and credits it against the federal budget surplus. Then it requires you to fill out Form O4Q2 to account for the deviation from its predicted production and price index. Democratism. You have two cows. Your neighbor has none. You feel guilty. The people you vote for tax your cows, forcing you to sell one to pay the tax. They use your tax money to buy a cow and give it to your neighbor. You feel righteous and grateful. Republicanism. You have two cows. Your neighbor has none. So what? Libertarianism. You have two cows and one will provide all the milk and cheese you can eat, so you sell the other one to your neighbor and buy a printing machine. The government makes homemade cheese a felony in an effort to prevent you from voting. Surrealism. You have two giraffes. The government requires you to take harmonica lessons